ourselves to you. Fingertips, press my lips, make me sing that holy song the way you do. Holy Ghost inside, let it loose and lay it on. Only one that can save me now is you. Healing, oh, I need a healing. I can feel it now, I can feel it now. Got to get it up now. Healing, oh, I need a healing. I can feel it now, I can feel it now. Got to get it up now. Oh, I need it. Oh, I need
Getting late in the fourth now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And some space here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, partner, are you kidding me? Like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in.
Alright, what's up guys? So today we're gonna play Madden 17, my career mode. This year I already started this game. The score is 62-24. The game is basically over. I'm playing another game after this. Be quiet. Alright, so the play I'm gonna be running right now is I think the HB toss to the right.
Now they'll run it on the top.
I run this player
And some
a lot.
Whoosh. It's a pickup of 21. And it'll be a Carolina first.
Why'd you restart it? You know, never mind. And there. you see, I just broke the NFL record. I'm a rookie. I think my score record is really, really high. In that case.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss.
All right, watch this touchdown.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
All right,
A gain of
17
3,
seconds
second
left.
down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Oh, just let you know, I'm new to YouTube and all that. Not like new. Like, this is my new channel.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Channel.
And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Didn't see 2 fumbles this season because I was celebrating on the
Now they'll
touchdown.
run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.
Hello? Hello? Oh, 2 people watching. She's watching it right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Knox in the house, right?
Hi, Caitlin.
And I go by the name of Wyclef. I brought the band. And we need all the ladies to be put on the dance floor. And you know my slogan. No fighting and no
I've been knocking when I met you, shorty held the long extension. Put out on my bottom, but out when you got the best intention. Tough, not a bluff. Bells are ringing, people singing, rice is throwing, flower bringing. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, no honey, this what we doing. And I can get you a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Then I have to Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot us in the basement party. Yeah. Turn into the greatest party. Yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once we went up. Yeah. My love a trip.
Shut up, dang, I swear.
Body drifting. Baby girl, she got me lifted. The mind tripping.
Subscribe to my channel. Oh, she left? Andrew left too. Andrew, you too loud. I'm doing my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel. I'm gonna do my YouTube channel.
Take a breath, inhale, exhale, now breathe, baby.
Alright, so I'm taking my medicine.
Exhale, let's take a breath and breathe, baby. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. Excuse her while she kisses the sky.
Bye guys, I'm just taking my medicine right
I'm
now.
Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks come into today's game looking for a way to pick up win number 10 on the season. It's the Panthers going up against the Seahawks. So for the call of this Week 13 matchup, let's bring in our commentary team of Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's NFC Divisional Round matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Charles, you look at the Seahawks team as they get ready here. They're hot as can be, winners of 8 of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you'd call this start a surprise exactly, but they've proven that they're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with anybody.
On the other side of the field, visiting Panthers. The streak continues. And born punter John Ryan to kick it away for Seattle. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up a first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
2nd down following the run.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 66 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's the door. Be quiet. Or press the bell.
I ain't gonna subscribe your ugly videos.
Okay, so.
Watch it.
Here's John Ryan now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
I have other games like Fortnite.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He got 29 yards that time.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A strong running. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good game.
Yeah, my record
Offensive
on
linemen
this
love
is
creating space for
11-0.
their guys carrying the ball.
11-0.
But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra
This
yardage,
game I don't take
they
L's.
almost
Not
feel like
enough
he's
to take
one of
L's.
them, and they really embrace him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss.
I subscribe.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaughan with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Fortnite, UFC.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
My UFC
And
record
early
is
to run.
untouched.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown,
That's my brother.
Carolina. A great play there.
Kaylin, that's my
with
brother.
his 2nd touchdown.
Is that guy's brother? Hi, Caitlin. Hi, Caitlin. Is he
Here's
saying
Sean
hi?
Ryan now, as he's on
Can't
to
hear
punt
you,
for
dude.
Seattle.
Kaylin, subscribe to my channel.
Hi, Caitlin.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he...
Watch this, I'm about to score a touchdown.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Yeah.
They juked him. Stays on his feet. Legs still churning.
Like a giant
Jumped
pinball.
over someone.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
What? That doesn't make sense. Yeah, I can't hide. That makes no sense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, the spin. Room here to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll be first down, Panthers.
Little pitch play, toss play. Allows the running back get some vision and some big guys to get out in front. This time they did it to the right side.
Yeah, went to the right side. Is there a preference, right or left, for a lot of these guys that run the ball at this level?
I know in the good old days, most teams were constructed to run to the right side. I can't tell you exactly why. That was the power side. The left side was what they used to call the quick side. But in this case, the power won.
Like that?
Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers add on to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember our pregame meetings, they talked about one.
I'm gonna watch it.
Here's John Ryan
Talk to me
now,
like that.
as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
Text a paragraph.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
I'm gonna watch your video, bro.
It's taken to the 26. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time.
Caleb, what's your little brother do to you now?
They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a... Here's John Ryan now, standing about a yard. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Let's take it inside his own 40.
Why is he scared of you? What you do to him?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. Touchdown, Carolina! A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would.
Here's John Ryan now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield, something that we didn't.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Big problems getting the play out, obviously. This will be a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still second down.
Now it's 2nd and 7. They come out here in the I. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, little 360. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so?
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Ooh, the juke. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he shifts past him. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I do not know how to build. Stop breaking my home. Can I just...
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with an unbelievable 5th touchdown of the game. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand.
Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Carolina getting set to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They come out here in the eye. Newton on first down. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Newton. And this is incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Now they'll run it on the toss. Muscles him off. Go ahead. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a long. Here's John Ryan now. Time for a break as he's on to punt for Seattle. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Take it at the 37. Look at the spin. Balance. Spins pen. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Seahawks defense heads back out there now. And not a good performance by them or by their offense for that matter. It just hasn't been a good game.
And it's real easy at this point to point fingers. Hey, you guys didn't get a whole lot done today. Didn't give us much of a cushion. But the truth of the matter is, having played defense, your pride says whatever your offense gives you, you're supposed to allow 1 point less. So they're going to feel like they let them down as well.
Yeah, I guess fingers could be pointed on both sides. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is that now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Now to send this one away following the score. This one taken just inside the 10. And he breaks it all the... Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Bye-bye, guys. I'm not talking very much. I'm just trying to concentrate.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? No. I don't hear scales.
Charles, this is not an easy place to win. They are known for having such a great crowd. But how about that? They came in here, they were determined from the opening kick, and they got it done.
And they've done such a great job at putting an excellent team on the field. But the architects that built this stadium to keep the noise in and that crowd respond.
Alright, guys, that's the finish of the game. What else? See all the games that I have. Not this one though. We can play Black Ops Online, but I really don't feel like it. But we can hop on Fortnite. Watch me play some solo.